There it goes. All right, cool. All right, so all three of them are going now. That's good. All right. Now, you know, Price, if he was watching this, he's probably going, "You got to get those," because he gets every single power up and salvage on the map. Go high ground surplus. I don't really care. They're not really helpful at this point. I do get the nukes. I do get every nuke just because I want to advance the rounds faster. And maybe that makes them go slower. I don't know, but I mean the rounds they're starting to take a while. You know, the goal I think is probably definitely 501. When I get there, I'll decide if I want to go higher. But I heard like round 66 or 666 is halfway. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. Using lethal. Yeah, at first, like it was dropping. At one point, it was dropping 3 or 4 or 5 cashmeres around, which was awesome because it was just making the round fly by. I think that was like early 200s. And then, like every once in a while, I'll see one now, but they're getting to be rare. So I'm sure as I get later rounds, I'll probably end up having to run to the crafting table every round or so. I like to keep 2. So if I see one and I have 2, I'll throw one. But if I only have 1, then I'll collect it. Because you never know when you might need it to get out of a jam or whatever. You know, I kind of have some get out of jail free cards. I have a mutant injection. I have the cashmeres. I have an ether shroud. That way, if something happens and I'm not paying attention and I get overran, I can get out of it. It's pretty easy. Let's see. Am I a game developer? I am not a game developer. I am a software developer. I'm a principal engineer at the place that I work at. Would I be able to code games? I think that if I really kind of looked into some stuff, I could probably figure it out. I do code in multiple languages. C# being the main one right now. A lot of web-based applications more than anything. So I haven't done like Windows or Linux-based applications that weren't web-based for quite some time. I'd say probably, I don't know, probably at least 7 or 8 years. It's just like, you know, that's just not the thing right now. A lot of web-based applications. It's kind of the thing. Cloud-based applications. There's not a whole lot of, and maybe it's just where I work, but there aren't a lot of places that do a lot of like Windows or Linux-based applications that much anymore. That I know about, and maybe I'm completely wrong. If someone can post it in chat, but. Can I program in Python? I'm probably intermediate Python. Definitely not an expert at Python because that's just not my big thing. A lot of C-based languages. Java, C#, Java, C++, JavaScript type stuff now. I'm starting to get into React and Python a little bit.
Double performance.
Those are the main languages. A lot of database stuff, a lot of C#, a lot of Java stuff. Which, you know, I took a short Python course, and it's not much different than any other programming language. It's all about syntax. So, you know, how the code looks. Does it use a semicolon? Does it not use a semicolon? Does it use curly brackets? Does it just use tabs? But the basic concept of how things work in the code are pretty similar across languages for the most part. There are some things that are like language specific where, you know, like for example, Python or PHP or they manipulate dates and stuff far easier than like C# does, for example. There's just built-in stuff that works better.
We are the protectors of the city.
I hate the parasites. They're not as bad as the parasites on Citadel. Like Citadel, those parasites will kill you super fast if you're not careful. One will get behind you, or even the vermin. Like the vermin, I don't know. They might have fixed it now, but it used to hit you, but they'd hit you twice super quick, and it would just down you instantly at higher rounds. It was horrible. I haven't done Citadel high rounds for a while because we've been working on like Shattered Bell and Grief for the most part. You know, we've ran people through Easter eggs, but we haven't, and like we've done speed rounds, but we haven't done a whole lot of high rounds on other maps. I know Price mentioned he wanted to do some high round on some other maps when he gets back to the location. So we'll probably bring that.
Throwing tactical.
When this rat says throwing tactical, it sounds like he's saying throwing testicles.
Using
I just knew that. That's hilarious. Throwing testicles.
A true ninja can accomplish anything.
I can't believe I overwrote my 350 and had to start all over. Oh, I was so irritated with myself. You know, you cuss at people when they do stupid things. I was cussing at myself for doing stupid things. You know, if I needed XP on this account and it wasn't maxed out completely on everything, weapons and everything, like,
Fury of a ninja.
I probably wouldn't have cared because it just means more XP. But when I'm going for high rounds and gobble guns, then it does that crap, or I did that crap. That kind of sucks. I like how 310 it does one gobble gum and it's an arsenal accelerator. Like I don't already have 99 plus of those, right? Give me good stuff that I use. Workaholics, hidden powers, raindrops, tactical diffusions, profit sharings. You know, all of those, like, you use pretty much every map, maybe. I'd be happy just give me a tactical fusion, raindrops, and profit sharing every match, and I'll worry about like the perkaholics and everything later.
Throwing tactical.
Throwing testing. See, like when one pops up and I already have two, I'll throw it, I'll go grab it. Because it makes the, I mean, obviously it makes the rounds go by quicker, right? But somebody needs to chat with me in the chat. Like this is, otherwise I get bored. And I'll do like 10 rounds and I'll stop if there's nobody like chatting or anything.
It all falls on the pockets.
I just get bored with it. I don't know how like Virus was going 999 on like every single map, like right when it gets out. Like, you know how long that takes and how boring that would be. Of course, I think he probably has a bunch of viewers too. Which, yeah, it makes the time go by when you can sit there and just bullshit. If you could do save games on squads, that would be awesome. Because then, like, you could get a squad together and do, like, 100 rounds or do 50 rounds or whatever, and just bullshit in the game, and then save it, and then get everybody together again. You know, you could probably do that, like, if you had multiple save spots, right? I would love to have multiple save spots, because then I can work on high rounds on every single map. And, you know, if I get tired of this map, I could go to another map and do my save game on another map.
Using lethal.
I think hopefully in like Black Ops 7 they allow for multiple save games and zombies, so and squad saves would be phenomenal. That would be awesome. I just don't know how they would do that unless it's just you're saving 4 spots and then, you know, if you get a squad together, you can go back to that spot and maybe not the same people. I don't know. Maybe it has to be the same people. Maybe it wouldn't. But multiple save spots would be a start. Then that and the another thing they need to bring back is the Gobblegum store, whatever the hell, I forget the name of it. But that way, like, you could buy Gobblegum, maybe make it where you can buy whatever Gobblegums like you can now. But then make it where, you know, if I have, you know, 50 Arsenal accelerators or whatever, and I wanted to trade those in, I could trade up for better Gobblegums. May take multiples to get one Ultra or something, but at least, you know, all the ones that you never use, you could trade in for the ones that you do. That'd be a phenomenal idea. I wish they would like invite me for the, you know, like the group they get together that recommend stuff. Because, I mean, not only have I been playing Call of Duty forever, but I'm a developer. I'm also got a master's degree and stuff like that. But you know, I've reported quite a few bugs that they've actually came back and fixed. So, you know, the whole time I'm playing, I'm kind of testing as well. So, if I see something, I write it down, I report it. Because if you don't report a bug when you find it, like of something just not working right, or be able to recreate the bug of something that's not working right, they're never going to fix it if it's not reported. So you have to report those.
We not get
You
beat.
can't just get on Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram or whatever and just complain about it because it's never going to get fixed. You got to report it. I've reported it. I've made videos and put it on YouTube of the bug actually happening and what led up to it happening. So the dev, like being a developer, that's why we'll ask for screenshots or video, just because if you can figure out what led up to it happening, it's a lot easier to troubleshoot. But if somebody's just like, it don't work, okay, well, what did you do leading up to making it not work? You know what I mean? Like, you can't just complain about it. Expect it to be fixed without giving any information, right?
Hey, in the seconds.
Oh, that's close. I didn't even get the other thing, did I? The elder rounds are the ones that can get hectic. I try to kill them off as fast as possible because if you don't, they just spawn so much shit that sometimes it'll get close. So you save one of the cashmeres, you can throw it, and you can do headshots on the elder, get rid of them pretty quick with the ray gun. I haven't tried another gun like the GS45s or whatever, but it just, I mean, I wouldn't think they would work as good as the PAC-3 right now.
Throwing tactical.
Look, see how many cashmeres are spawning? This is what it was doing before, but then it stopped doing that for a while. There was 3 right here, right? They throw them and pick them up. I don't want to waste them. They'll go away before the next round. So that just took care of like 100 zombies.
You can say something.
I always have safeguards for shit that can get behind me, or if I get overrun and I back up, it'll kill some of the crap. You kind of like the energy mine on Tomb, right? It's kind of an extra thing that helps you, right? How do I not run out of ammo? I do run out of ammo. I get some of it back. And there's different augments. Depth perception, vulture aid, just some of the settings. There's a few videos out there about it. If I could show you right now, I'd show you. Maybe I'll make a video of it. It really helps, this lasts longer where you're not spending 10,000 rounds. And then when you come down here, you can get a bunch of ammo. But if you don't have 30 at high rounds, I always go kill it. I got enough money, so essence, I got half enough essence. How many wins in grief on this account? I think I'm up to 69 wins on this account. Or not this account, on Catbook. I got 69. On this account, I'm probably close to around 200. I already got the Grief Ghost card. In fact, I got all the calling cards on this account. every single gun at max level. I have Nebula on every single gun. I have Dark Matter on almost every single gun. I do not have Abyss. I'm only like 11% complete on that. When it came out with casual, I started working on it, and I lost interest. Just because, like, in regular Warzone, I'm not playing it in this just because there's so many different shooters. Casual was okay, and then now casual has a bunch of cheaters in it as well. Like, why they would cheat casual makes no sense. If I was a cheater running like undetectable cheats that nobody could see, I would play ranked. That's what I would play. What's the point in playing regular that's not ranked? And cheating, it just doesn't make any sense. So it doesn't make no sense to cheat. But if you're going to cheat, you know, if I was going to cheat, it would be ranked. I don't think I would cheat just for the plain fact that I don't want to take a chance of my account being fake. And maybe they're completely undetectable. Maybe that would never ever happen. But I've had this account for years and years and years. I don't want to take a chance of getting banned. And I've had this. Yes, I'm old, so I've had this same account since like the regular Xbox and like some of the World at War, like original Call of Duties. Like it's been what 20 years? I don't know, something like that. But I still have clips on this account. That long time.
Gentle always turns away.
And like Tadpole was, it was my son for a while. He went to PlayStation and he moved out. So, but there's clips of him when he was like 8 years old. He's a lot older than me. We were playing Advanced Warfare and Clan Wars. It's the highest level you can go, which then it was like teams of 6. And we were playing it with just us two beating teams of 6. We were ranked pretty high.
Using lethal.
Double points.
You don't really talk much. Some girls. You'll learn eventually. Smart enough. Get rid of her because she's a user. Not a drug user, just she uses people. Want me to help him get his finances back in order. Fucked up with him. Not my problem, I tried. She's so manipulative that she puts things in his head and then he runs with it. Doesn't care about anything else. Like I said, eventually he'll wake up, open his eyes, figure out that family needs more English music.
Some lessons are painful. I am an excellent teacher.
We'll get off that subject. Have I ever thought about trying to work for Activision? I thought about it. I probably wouldn't work as a developer because there are people that actually went to like Full Sail and stuff like that for game development. They've been doing it for a while. They're excellent. If I did that, I would probably go as like a development manager or director. always know how to do that pretty well. That would be awesome. That'd be kind of a dream job. I just don't. It would have to be remote. I definitely don't want to move to California. Just not my people out there. Everybody I met from California just seems. Maybe I mean it's not everybody from California, but the people that I've met from California were way out there. Like you would think some of them deserve to be in like a mental ward or something. I mean, I met some people from Cruise on a cruise that I was on. Whoa, man! Some of their ideas on some things were like, wow. I don't even know how they could think that way. And it wasn't even on that you know, on that topic. It wasn't even politically related. It was just you know, humanity related, I guess. I don't know. They were out there, man. They didn't have any proof to back up anything they were talking about. They just assumed it was all true. I don't know. Weird. Some of these people they come up with an idea that's an opinion or an assumption, and then they try to push it on to other people and describe it as fact when it's not fact at all.
Using lethal. Excellent work, Churchill.
Like there's somebody that we all know. They contradict themselves. So they'll say, like one example, they'll say that the grass is green, okay, and then in the very next sentence they'll say why the grass is not green, and then they'll go back to it's green again, and then you ask them, well, why do you keep saying it's green and green? Well, there's two types of grass. There's grass, and then there's some other word for grass, and they don't see that they're the same thing. They count them as different. So, I don't know.
You must remember your own strength.
I mean, I'm very opinionated too, but if I see something that's fact, or I've seen it with my own eyes, or I've heard it with my ears, you're not going to change my mind on it because I've seen it or I've heard it from the source. Like, if I go outside and go, oh, the grass is green, no one's going to tell me that it's purple, And that's what drives me crazy. People that don't know, they try to argue with you about stuff that you've seen with your own eyes or you've heard it with your ears. I don't know. Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Or as the meme or the video of Trump the other day, he was like, because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Or, oh, what the fuck they're doing or something. I don't care if you like him or you don't like him. The president saying that on live TV, where they have to try and bleep it out before it goes public, or they get fined by the FCC, it's awesome. I love it. And if it would Biden or Obama or whoever, if they said the same thing, I'd still find that funny. No matter if it's Republican, Democrat, or kid, whoever would have said that on live TV like that would be great. I think more presidents need to do that. Just tell it exactly how it is. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't be politically correct at all. Be like a real person, because that's how we talk outside. When we're at work, we'll be all like, oh, we can't say this or we can't say that. But in front of our friends, we're like, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? But at work, we wouldn't be saying fuck that shit. I think that needs to change. I think however you talking with your friends or family or whatever should be the same way that you should be talking when you're at work without getting in trouble. Or looked down upon because you weren't politically correct or professional. That's just me. Like I said, I have my own opinion on how things should be.
Take it away.
See how there's three cashmere. That's what I'm talking about. That's the way they should always drop. Oh, there's 4. Now let's see how long they'll stay.
Throwing
All right, got one. One disappeared. Got 2.
I bond with the total strong.
It disappeared. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, if I'm standing over it, it shouldn't disappear like that. But whatever. I gotta replace one of my energy mines. I do headshot. Damn, come on now. See the ones running in place? You can shoot those while they're running in place and it'll change to some of the others. See like that one? After I get to where I want to be on this one, let's see, I think I have around 151 on Citadel. I think I have 211. But see, that's the thing. I didn't glitch on Liberty Falls, where a lot of people got these high rounds on Liberty Falls. I didn't glitch, and I went to 211. So, but the tomb, I only have a 101 on the tomb. So, and I only have a 101 on Terminus. So I may go back to tomb and Terminus and try to get higher rounds, 2, 3, 4, 500 after this one. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. The high rounds on those are a little bit more involved because you're using a beam spatcher or you're using mutant injections constantly with GS-45 on Terminus. And then like on Tomb, you're using your energy mines and your ice staff and you're kind of doing it that way. Whereas Liberty Falls, like a jet gun and mutant injections and whatever.
boys.
I just wonder what the Dark Ops challenges are going to be on Black Ops 7. I mean, I'm glad they added some more, like 4 more on this. It was 4, right? Let's see, Prey, Goat Grief, of Legend. No, 3. It's only 3. Because I'm out of Dark Ops cards. I want some more to do. That'd be great. More to figure out. You know, because unlike a lot of people, I try to figure out everything on my own before I go to YouTube. You know, if I get stuck on something, I may go to YouTube to figure out like the one thing, but I don't sit there and go and do the whole Easter egg off of a YouTube video. What's the fun in that? Like, you try to figure it out first. Then, you know, once you beat it, then you can go see what everybody else is doing to see if they had a faster way of doing it than you did.
Really tactical.
Or view, like I've done parts of an Easter egg and be like, how in the hell did I do that? I don't know how that opened. You know what I mean? And then I'll go look it up, like, how the hell did I do that?
Remain calm in the face of adversity.
Like when I first did it, the books on this map, like when they light up and you have to go get them so that you get the secret documents or whatever. I didn't know there was any kind of order that you had to do them. I just did all of them until it worked. You know what I mean? But there is an order. It's like you do the circle one, then you do the circle with a line, and then you do the one with 3 circles on it. That's the order it's supposed to be. When I first did it, I didn't know that. I just, you know, did one and then did the second one. The second one didn't light up. I did the first one again. Then I did the one I didn't hit. You know, process of elimination. So, but they keep destroying my mind. Who the hell's in my backyard, dude? Yes, I have cameras all around my house. So when someone goes places around my house, let's see. Trying to get back. Ding. It's a ding. You know, someone's back there. Motion detection. Oh, come on.
Still have a long way to go.
I don't know who's back there, dude. Like, let me see what it detected. I don't see anything. Oh. Somebody walking through the yards. What an idiot, bro. Why was he doing that? I guess they don't know how to use a sidewalk. They have to cut through people's yards.
Throwing tactical.
Throwing testicle. I think zombie players play better running backwards than any multiplayer. We can run backwards and shoot shit and slide backwards and turn around and shoot shit some more, okay? And dodge through wall, or through, not through walls, but through doors and everything, while running backwards, where the normal multiplayer player can't do that. So yeah, I do think zombie players are better than people that don't play or play zombies, just because we have to do more movement than what the normal multiplayer person does. So for sure, zombie players are much better than multiplayer. Now, I mean, I will say, like multiplayer rank or like Warzone rank, your aim better be spot on, because you know that one miss, if their aim is better than yours, you miss one time, you're dead. You better be on it. Right? The higher ranks, like bronze and silver, and maybe even gold, don't worry about it. It's not as bad, but platinum, diamond, crimson, iridescent, and top 250 is like, and as you go higher, the more crucial it is. You guys know what to say. Zombie players constantly running backwards, side to side, jumping on different shit to get away from zombies. For multiplayer, they do it, but how many zombies do you think are at round 317? You know what I mean? Like, and yes, I know I'm not running around. Play Grief. Get a multiplayer team and play Grief, and get a zombie team and play Grief and see who wins. Guaranteed, I bet money that the zombie team would win. Easily. Like, it wouldn't even be a challenge. Same thing, and if a zombie team went to multiplayer on like a 4v4 or something like that, I do think the zombie team would win over the multiplayer. I didn't used to think that, because I never used to play a whole bunch of zombies. Black Ops 6, I probably played more zombies than just about everything. Maybe BO3-ish, maybe. But I will say the zombie players that I have played with would destroy multiplayer that only play multiplayer. Now, you get a multiplayer player that plays a lot of multiplayer, but then they also play zombies, they're going to be phenomenal too. Yeah. See something. I don't know why, like on YouTube, it always gets rid of like the game and stuff that I'm actually playing. I don't know why. Weird. So. Like, I know people that play more multiplayer than zombies, but they do play quite a bit of zombies, and they're pretty decent at zombies. And I think that alone will make their movement better for multiplayer. Because my movement was not as good in multiplayer as it is now that I've been playing zombies. I mean, yes, movement right now on the stream, but guarantee, why you think we should do speed runs so good because the movement's better. And I jump in multiplayer, my movement is far better than it used to be before I started playing zombies. I mean, I even had somebody that I play with once in a while. I said, well, what do you think about my movement? He goes, I'm jealous of your movement now. Like, he goes, your movement is great. Because before, you just kind of did your little side-to-side crap, and that's it. And I'm not nowhere near like a movement demon, you know what I mean? But I do good.
Well,
I do
next time
okay.
between sensei, I can do the hit job. Remember your training. We are the protectors of the city. Throwing tactical.
Erwin says tactical, but it sounds like testicle. I don't care what it is. Hilarious.
Using lethal.
Crap.
The true ninja cannot focus it.
This round's almost over finally. Holy crap, that seemed like a long ass round. Are they up to like 7 minutes now? 6 or 7 minutes. Oh, there's one. So I can do that one. What's in here? Round. Toxic zombie round, bug round.
Tear them to pieces.
Yeah, so this week, from what I'm hearing, and maybe I'm wrong, the new LTM for zombies, you know how they have the Abomination Challenge, which is a limited time mode. Starting room is going to be released this week.
I would advise.
Now that's going to kind of be like zombie sex, from what I hear, where you can earn ultra gobblegums by getting to a certain level in the starting room. So starting room, like the starting area of the map, like you're not going to be able to leave it. You have to see how high of a round you can get, which we did that as a challenge by ourselves, but now we're getting gobblegums for doing it. Hopefully they make the round high enough where it's not easy. Like, hopefully they don't go, oh, round 20. You know, I can do round 20 with a pistol, not packed, and have, you know, nothing, and get to round 20. Round 20 is nothing. You know, round 40 is really nothing. So, hopefully they make it like a round 100 or at least a 75. Somewhere past 55 where, you know, the damage and the speed cap. You know what I mean?
Max ammo.
I just don't want them to make it easy. I want something challenging. And, you know, they portrayed like Mo from the Abomination Challenge as being, you know, super challenging and everything else. And yeah, you know, if he charges you and he hits you, he takes away your perks, he gets immune to different weapons and stuff. Like, that's good, but he's easy. Like, he isn't that much harder than a regular abomination, other than those specific things. You know, what's nice about that game mode is they do have zombies from every game or every map there, so that makes it fun. I did some, like, camo challenge, like, I needed elites, so I went in there and did a bunch of elites. It's still not as good as, like, Tomb.
Throwing tactical.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tomb, you can bust out 30, 40, 50 elites quickly. Not elites, specials. Sorry, specials. Someone said that I used to play with. They was like, "Oh, this is like a cheat code." You know? They were working on camo. Yeah, but most of the people that I was playing with earlier in the season, earlier in Black Ops 6, either they're never on, or all they do is play multiplayer with, you know, some girl or whatever. The person I usually play with on vacation. And some of the other people, like, they disappeared, or they're just never even on anymore. Like a few of them, I message and I'm like, "Are you guys even alive anymore?" Yeah. "Oh yeah, we've been busy," or, you know, "I'm waiting till reloaded," and now here's reloaded and they're still not on. So I don't understand. That sucks. But I need to get Tadpole. I need grief helpers, man. I need to get Tadpole to 115. I have what? Like 50, 46 more wins to get on that account. Which, if I had a good team, I could literally do that in like a night or two. But with randoms, it's painful. Because, I mean, there was one person, I was like, "Are you going to get the zone or not?" "No, I'm camo grinding." And they were in grief camo grinding. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, there should be a way where, like, the team can vote to boot somebody out of the game that's on their team if they're not doing anything. That'd be great. I mean, it may get abused, but I think it would be great. And then people that leave early and stuff like that, it should be like ranked. They get a, you know, penalty. They can't play any zombies whatsoever for a certain period of time, and then it gets more as they leave more games. That'd be great. They lose wins or they lose points. I mean, they probably have to fix the Black Ops 6 servers before they would do that. Because a lot of people, they'll get moved out and stuff. Come on, drop me some cashmere. Advance these rounds quicker. Parasite, bro. Good thing I got those turns, because that parasite drive you crazy. See how good my aim was. No casualties. One gum at 320, I get a killjoy. Oh man, that's crazy.
Gentle always turns away.
Back up. Yeah, I can't believe that I overwrote my save. Already at 350 when I overwrote it. I had to start all over. Could you imagine if someone was at like 6, 7, 8, 900 and overwrote it, or it didn't save right or something? I think I'd be in tears, man, honestly, because that's just a lot of time.
Max armor.
That's a shit ton of time. And it's not, I mean, it's not just the time. It gets so repetitive. It gets kind of boring after a while. And that's why you got to save and take breaks, because, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, going past 101 isn't even worth it. But it is if you want a higher round on like the leaderboard, or you want more gobble gums. Of course, right now it's good that like every 5 to 10 rounds you get a gobble gum draw. That's why we like double gobble gum weekends, because get them more often. Or if they do like 5 or 10 rounds, at least you're getting like 2 or 3 at a time instead of one. And it's just like a killjoy. So at least a killjoy I'll use once in a while. Give me some cashmere. Man, come on. Oh, come on, bro.
Be prepared for anything. Using lethals.
Keep destroying my damn trap. I put it down and then they blow it up.
Your cloud, come on.
Oh, a doppelgangers. They're so hard.
Longest journey. Not
People are just not chatting tonight. I feel like I'm sitting here talking to myself, and maybe I don't have any viewers. Maybe that's what it is. Nice if I had some chatters that I could bullshit with while I'm going through these long nights now.
hold on.
That'd be great. And yeah, I guess I can see chats from all 3 places. Oh, I see a cashmere right there. Price would kill me if I didn't pick up all the salvage. Oh, look, there's 2. Now, if they don't disappear.
Throwing tactical.
Throwing testicle. I know it says tactical, but it sounds like testicle.
My bond with the turtles is strong.
Fucking bugs. See, that's what they do. They distract you so the zombies go up the stairs and kill you, or at least try.
Sabo.
It's the way up.
Right behind you. See a cashmere.
I am the sensei. Throwing tactical.
Maybe I should just play music since the way it's going.
Tactical.
I think I'm going to go to 325 tonight, and I'm going to save. No,
There is always
probably be close to an hour and a half. If
you must remember.
I wasn't even going to go that high. I was just going to go like 5 or 10 rounds, but
Using lethal.
yeah, when Price and I go high rounds, he always has like double, if not triple, the amount of salvage that I have because he picks up every single piece. I'm just wondering if he has like the augment set where it picks stuff up at higher or longer range or whatever, because he can just run over that crap and picks it all up. I have to sit there and maybe it's the difference between PC and Xbox. Seems like he picks it up a lot easier. I don't know about PlayStation. Like, I only know a few people that play on PlayStation. I haven't played with them for a while. So. Most of the people I play with, for the most part, are Xbox or PC. A lot of people on PC. Which I thought about switching to PC, but then what would I would do with my Xbox?
Ultimate mastery comes from the mind.
I have an Xbox right now. It don't cost me no money other than, you know, Game Pass or whatever. But if I got a PC, it would cost me money to get one. I mean, I have one, but I don't know if it's strong enough to run like Call of Duty. I mean, my graphics card is RTX 3060 or 3090, but I don't know if the processor and everything is powerful enough. It's an older one. I upgraded the graphics card. DDR3 memory. I think they have 6 out now. It's an older one. I mean, it does what I need to do for PC, other than if I wanted to play games. Yeah. And it's not bad for what. Definitely not like a high-end gaming machine.
Do not assume that my physical form detracts from my mastery gifts. Still have a long way to go. Elaine called me the base of the earth.
Yeah, so to give you an idea, I've went 12 rounds, and it's taken me. No, I've went more than that. Oh, that is all I've went. It's 17 rounds. I've went 17 rounds, and it's taken me an hour and 20 minutes. Where, you know, I've ran to round 100 on another map, and we were in round 100 at like 2 or 3 hours. So, you know, to give you an idea, like 17 rounds is taking an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half to do. Like, but I heard they get up to like, I mean, in like the 800 or 900s, I think it's what, 15, 20 minutes a round or something like that.
I believe in you, Satoshi.
That's crazy. I haven't been. I get bored, and then I exfil or whatever. If somebody was like, well, you can save them. Why don't you just save them when you get bored instead of exfilling? And I'm like, okay, well, I'll do that. That way I can get a higher round, like a 500, 600, 700, even 800, maybe 900. I don't know. We'll see. Depends how long the rounds take. Depends if I want to exfil. I just know, like, if I exfil and I say I exfil at 700, but then I decide I want to go to 900 or 999, then I have to start all over again. So maybe it is better just to save. Now I only got 2 rounds. So one of my mind games right there. Bug. Real life bug.
Throwing tactical.
Max ammo.
Using lethal. I would advise more practice.
Well, it's almost that time. 323, saving at 325. Hopefully I get back in my 350 on my save game and go up from there. Can't believe I overrode that. Make you sick to your stomach. As much time as it takes to get to there. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Start over, try again. Now somebody was like, "Did you die?" I'm like, "No, I didn't die. I almost died when I overwrote the damn thing." But, you know. The bug, man. Fucking keeps flying in my face. Fuck you, bug. Bitch bug. Of course, it has to keep landing like on my nose to bother me when I'm playing the game. Find the damn thing, it's dead. No, I'm not gonna hit myself in the face. I almost did that though. If I had video, you guys would laugh.
The true ninja can accomplish anything.
Take that. There's more gobble gums. 1. What's it going to be this time? Power keg. Yo! All these blue gobble gums, and you're at high rounds, like 5 total, 25 rounds.
Pieces.
These things are so slow at higher rounds. Same thing with like the, I don't know if you guys know this, but the inducer to make them go faster, lower rounds, when you turn that on, the toxic zombies will actually go slower. It's all the rest of the zombies that'll go faster. So if you don't like the toxic zombies, you can turn on the rage inducer, and the toxic zombies will go slower. So any of you, if you guys are on TikTok or whatever, I don't stream on TikTok just because I like to cuss too much, I guess. And I kept getting warnings that they were going to ban me. So I was like, well, screw it. I won't stream on your platform. But anyways, if you're on TikTok and you see this Russian song that comes up where they open their mouth super wide, have you guys seen that crap? Like, holy crap! There's this one girl. It's like her head split in half. Her mouth is open so damn wide. Like it was unbelievable.
Remember your training.
She definitely needed to brush her damn teeth. It was nasty. I mean, most Russian and Ukrainian girls that you see like pictures of or video of or whatever, they're gorgeous. Eastern European girls are usually pretty good looking. But this girl was not very good looking at all. I may play a few rounds of Grief on the other. Let me save this. I have time for a few matches if they're quick of Grief before it's my bedtime. So yes, I set a bedtime because I work in the day. Dawn. Oh, everybody playing fucking Warzone. Look like. All right, let's go to the other account. So anybody, how do you start your game on PC? I mean, I hear BattleNet and Steam and this and that. You have to like log into one of those in order to access your game, or how does that work on PC? Then people are like a PC check or whatever. So it checks your PC to see if you have cheats and stuff. Is that what it does? Or is that just a myth and people are just saying that and it really doesn't? All right. Let's see. Been working on that gun. Play a little bit of Grief. I need at least one more win to make it an even 70 wins for, I've been keeping track because Call of Duty doesn't keep track of their shit. Like for Grief, they got like a calling card for a number of wins, but they don't keep track of them anywhere. So you have to keep track of them yourself. So on this account, I've been keeping track since the beginning. The other account, I was like, well, I think I have around this. And then I got the Grief Goat card and I was like, okay, sweet. I'm close by on some of these. All opal, some. Yeah. So sniper rifles are getting there, pistols are getting there, melees are done. Launchers, LTGs, they haven't even started yet. Yeah.
The tomb. Great. In a way, I suppose we are all trapped in our own tomb. Oh well. And stuck in.
I don't need junk food, I need bullets.
I've given my left nut for deal like this.
Told you, no biting.
How big you get off on this, you said?
Try another zone. Be there or be... Well. Bonus points! Change the heart of lives. And hopefully for them, death. Double points.
Fetch me there. Whatever.
I'm an assassin, not a pest control. You have numbers, but I have news. Get down, sniper! That's the trick.
Go there!
Max armor.
Find cover! Sniper's firing! The privilege to die for my ass.
That is.
That was easy. Wow.
The enemy of mine enemy is mine friend. Not really the case here. If you're not too tired, feel free.
I wish I had soda fountains. Maybe I'll put a bit of power on that one. Just so I don't have to upgrade it. What's that? 26, wow. Yeah, so that's an even 70 in grief for this account. It means that I need 45 more to get the grief goat one on this account. Which, you know, On the other account, and everybody that I know that I usually play with already have it, so they don't want to play Grief anymore. Which I don't blame them, really. I mean, it's fun when you're bored. You get tired of Easter eggs or high rounds or whatever. But I'm definitely not playing Liberty Falls. If it pops up, I'm leaving. I don't have time to play Liberty Falls tonight. Every time I get in Liberty Falls, it's a 3-hour or more match. So. If it popped in 8 seconds, I'll be leaving because I'm not playing Liberty Falls. And watch, it'll throw me right back in the same stupid match. Because there isn't enough people playing Grief to make matches. Liberty Falls wouldn't be bad if they disabled the traps, made it where you couldn't get on top of the gas, like the top part of the gas station. And that sort of thing, it'd be okay, but